There's a kind of pain that doesn't just hurt, it dismantles you. The job ends, the relationship breaks, the friendship shifts. The plan you prayed for collapses in front of you. And you sit there thinking, how can something that felt so right end so wrong? We've all had that season, the one where everything unravels at once. Not one thing, everything, and it feels personal. It feels like punishment. It feels like abandonment. It feels like you did something wrong. But what if it wasn't falling apart? What if it was rearranging? Nobody talks about the middle. The space between what ended and what's coming. That middle place is lonely. It's quiet in a way that feels heavy. You don't recognize your life anymore. You don't recognize yourself anymore. You're not who you were, but you're not yet who you're becoming. That in between, that's where transformation hides. But it doesn't feel like transformation. It feels like loss. When everything falls apart, your identity gets shaken. If you lost the relationship, who are you without them? If you lost the job, who are you without the title? If the plan failed, who are you without the future you imagined? And sometimes the reason it had to fall apart is because you were building your identity on something trumpery. We beg God to bless what we're not meant to carry long term. We ask the universe to make permanent what was only meant to prepare us. And when it gets removed, we call it destruction. But what if it's protection? Think about it. How many things have you cried over that you're now grateful didn't work out? How many doors closed that forced you into rooms you never have walked into willingly? We hate disruption, but disruption creates space, and you can't receive what's aligned for you if your hands are still gripping what's expired. There's something sacred about collapse. It strips you, strips your ego, strips your illusions, strips the false security. It forces you to sit with yourself, and in that stillness, you start hearing truths you avoided when life was loud. Maybe you were settling. Maybe you were shrinking. Maybe you were performing. Maybe you were staying because you were afraid to start over. Sometimes everything falls apart because you were tolerating what wasn't aligned. And alignment doesn't coexist with pretending. I won't romanticize it. It hurts. It hurts to lose people. It hurts to start over. It hurts to not know what's next. Faith sounds beautiful until it's the only thing you have left. But here's what I've learned. When something truly meant for you falls apart, it comes back stronger. And something not meant for you falls apart. It never quite fits again, no matter how hard you try to rebuild it. And that discomfort, that's clarity trying to protect you. Sometimes falling apart is just the cracking open. Seeds have to split before they grow. Caterpillars dissolve before they become butterflies. And you might be dissolving right now. Not because you're failing, but because you're becoming. If you're in that season where nothing makes sense, if you're grieving a version of your life you thought would last, if you're rebuilding quietly while everyone else thinks you're fine, I want you to hear this clearly. Just because it broke doesn't mean you're broken. Just because it ended doesn't mean you lost. Some endings are divine